This is how I think AI will transform luxury brands forever, as well as some predictions for 2025 and beyond. I'm sure everybody has seen the news about ChatGPT. If you watch my channel, you are probably tapped into the whole AI culture, as I am. Outside of just getting AI to do your homework or teach you something, brands are starting to use it in fashion. Luxury brands like LVMH are now using AI to come up with unique designs and collections. AI-powered tools allow customers to try products on digitally, which reduces friction in the shopping experience and makes it easy for someone to visualize the product on their body without having to leave their own home. AI styling assistants are not super popular yet, but I expect we'll see more in the near future, where the AI provides tailored styling recommendations, creating personalized shopping experiences. One specific example of this popping up in my life recently was a friend asked me over text message what type of glasses they should buy, and they sent me photos of several different frame shapes. I told them that I can't really visualize how any of these would look on him, but I recommended he do some research on his face shape, because his face shape will determine what shape of frames look best on him aesthetically. So I recommended that he take a selfie, send it to ChatGPT, and then use some kind of prompt along the lines of, based on my face shape, what shape frames will look the best on me. ChatGPT analyzed it and told him he had a heart-shaped face and that aviator styles would work well for him. Then he activated the web browsing feature, and ChatGPT sent him links to some Chrome Hearts glasses using that frame shape. I wouldn't be surprised if sunglass brands incorporate that into their website or e-commerce experience very soon, where you can just turn on the camera and the AI assistant can scan your face and then provide some styling advice and even recommend which products to buy. AI has also been making the inventory tracking process very easy, specifically for predicting demands from the customer, because AI is really good at analyzing patterns from data. So you can export, let's say, a CSV file, data from your Shopify store, upload it to Claude or ChatGPT, and then ask it to analyze the data and find patterns, which can help you optimize inventory and ultimately reduce waste, which helps the brand be more sustainable, which is increasingly important going into 2025. In addition to being sustainable, it helps the brand save money and make more money by knowing when to restock certain products and how much inventory to buy for those products and so on. And the last specific example that I'm seeing happen today is enhanced customer service. 11 Labs specifically just released their conversational AI agents feature, where you can upload a knowledge base for RAG or retrieval augmented generation. Basically, all that means is you upload a document, whether that's a text file or PDF or a CSV, with lots of information about your company. Anytime someone has a conversation with that voice agent, because it has that knowledge base with all of your company's information, FAQs, text files, etc., it then can use that information to assist a customer with specific queries, or if they need an update on their order, or if they need questions answered about specific products. The AI can handle all of that for them instead of needing a real person to do it. So call centers are basically done. Here are my predictions for the next 5 years. I think designing fashion collections is going to become collaborative between a human and an AI that's like a human. Luxury brands will merge AI's generative capabilities, like generating 500 variations of a jacket with different fabrics and trims, with the creativity of legendary designers. If Rick Owens can take his one-of-a-kind ideas, but then iterate on them 1,000,000 times in one afternoon because the AI can generate variations and test different things, his output of one-of-a-kind items will drastically improve, if that's what he wants. Next, I think we're going to see a ton of hyper-personalization. I think AI will be able to analyze an individual's data. If I have an account with Balenciaga and I've purchased items from their e-commerce store, the AI will analyze my data to create made-to-order luxury products based on my preferences, what I want and need. This is a great way to connect on a deeper level with the customer. I also think people are going to be willing to pay a high premium for their own customized Balenciaga products. Next, I think we're going to start seeing a bunch of virtual first or digital only luxury products. If there's some way for us to have a social experience in a digital space, by human nature, people are going to want to have a sense of fashion or a personal style, something that helps differentiate them from others. Same way that people take skins really seriously in video games like Fortnite or Apex Legends. People will grind for different skins because that's how they like to represent themselves digitally. Next is that there will be blockchain authentication 2.0, or rather an AI-enhanced blockchain system. So people can authenticate, track the origin and ownership and life cycle of a garment. Kind of like having an NFT for that garment, but it's just a certificate of authentication that lives on the blockchain. My last prediction is bioadaptive luxury. We're starting to see some smart fashion where the fabric will change color or texture based on the weather, but I see that going way further. Innovations in AI will lead to innovations in materials and fabrics that can adapt to environmental conditions and needs. I wouldn't be surprised if there will be some kind of ski jacket that isn't so bulky that a skier can wear on the mountain and in the lodge. It'll keep them warm in the snow, cool in the lodge, and will keep them dry all day, which blends luxury and utility. Here are some controversial takes that I'd love to discuss in the comments with all of you viewers. Let me know what you think about this. AI could democratize luxury by making bespoke items or one-of-a-kind items more accessible. If anyone can load their personal data into Balenciaga.com and make a custom Balenciaga bag, on paper, yes, that makes Balenciaga more accessible. But it might also heighten exclusivity, especially for celebrity-related products. Imagine if Drake has some one-of-one pair of jeans from Balenciaga. That's going to make that pair of jeans really, really expensive. So then the value of that product becomes more related to the value of that person's personal brand rather than the fashion brand. Next, I think we might see the end of fashion seasons. Pretty soon, everybody is going to have access to an AI that can predict trends based on enormous amounts of data in real time, which could render traditional seasonal collections obsolete, shifting to continuous demand-driven releases. Next, we might see AI-only luxury brands without any human designers, which could redefine the definition of creativity and disrupt the traditional role of artisans in luxury. The human being in me instinctually has a problem with this. I have a feeling that it's inevitable, and I'm not going to feel some type of way about the things that I can't change. But I bet the majority of humans are probably going to feel that way. So if there are AI-only brands, people are definitely going to know they're AI-only, which will create this entirely new market of AI-only brands, an entirely new customer avatar of someone who prefers to buy AI luxury brands. But I don't expect that's going to be the majority of people. I think most people will criticize the authenticity and soul of luxury items created without human touch, but that remains to be seen. We'll see if there ends up being a big shift in consumer expectations. I right now am designing all of my patterns in a computer program, and then I export those patterns into a machine that then cuts and sews my garments for me, which works for me better than hiring an artisan that makes my garments by hand. And I find a lot of brands are probably going to start adapting this strategy, especially smaller brands, especially streetwear brands that want to differentiate themselves by not just printing on blanks, but actually having a custom pattern to work with, which resonates more with my customers because it allows me to be a solo entrepreneur, but get products to market quickly. So by prioritizing innovation on my end, my customer also prioritizes innovation in a way, because they're happy when I am innovating and releasing new products that are better and higher quality and more personalized based on feedback that I get from people on Instagram or on YouTube. That has a big impact in my design. So the innovation and personalization aspect is more important to me and my brand and my customers than traditional craftsmanship. But there definitely is a line, in my opinion. There's only so much innovation, right, before it ends up just becoming 100% run by AI. But I digress. Those are some of my controversial opinions. Please let me know how you feel in the comments. I'd love to discuss. Before we wrap, I want to go over what this means for consumers, brands, industry professionals, supply chain dynamics, and consumer expectations. AI opens doors to hyper-personalized luxury experiences, made-to-order products, and virtual collections, while expanding access to unique offerings through digital platforms. Luxury brands must adapt to innovations by investing in tech, sustainability, and customer-centric strategies to remain competitive. Industry professionals such as designers and artisans need to embrace AI as a collaborative tool. It's all about the collaboration between the human and the AI, rather than being all about the AI or just all about the human. Industry pros that learn how to prompt engineer and speak with an AI to get the best possible output are going to have a huge advantage over people that don't. Supply chain dynamics are going to change drastically with predictive inventory and blockchain. We'll see supply chains that are leaner, more transparent, and more responsive to consumer demand. No products getting lost in the mail, and no wasted inventory that ends up sitting in a warehouse or getting sold on a 60% markdown, ultimately resulting in brands making more money with happier customers. That's it for this video. If you'd like access to these slides, as well as all of my other slides, whiteboards, PDFs, custom GPTs, resources, and more, link in the description. Please let me know how you feel about my predictions. I'd love to discuss with real people. It's not as much fun when I just talk to myself over these slides. If you enjoyed this or found something valuable, please smash the like and subscribe buttons. It helps me out so much, and I'll see you in the next one.